Okay, so really quickly, just to get into my latest haul, because I have 9 new plants because it's been a little while since I did a video, and I have went even more plant crazy. I thought I was already plant crazy, but I had a couple of plants that did not make it, and I wanted to fill up some more spaces and get some more plants because I loved them. And I went a little bit overboard when there were a couple of plants on sale. Oh, actually I have 10 plants to show you guys. But yeah, there were a couple on sale. So let me just go in and get started. So this first one, as you can see, is, oh, it's dirty. It's got water stains on it, but it's an elephant ear. And I just got this about 2 days ago. It already has a leaf that's yellowing. Oh, it doesn't have like any spider mites or anything like that, but it's an elephant ear and it's little. It was $10. I don't know if you can see that. And I got it from Home Depot. It has some new growth on it. A little leaf coming right here. It's really small because you can see I can pick it up. And my dog just walked past. I love elephant ears. They're in my top 5 favorites. And they don't do well for me though. I think I don't get enough light. Even in the summer, I put them in my window in the summer and they just still don't survive. I had one this past summer. I put it outside. It did a little bit better. I had a teacup one that did better outside than inside. So they just don't do well for me. So this one is a yucca, and you can't see it because I got it from Home Depot. You can't see the price. It was $12.98 though. And what I did was I just repotted it. It's leaning a little bit now though. This dirt must be really dry. But I repotted it. I did not water it because I had a yucca before and I overwatered it and it was just so sad. It had edema all in the stalk. So when you pressed on the stalk, it was squishy and this fell apart really easily, and it was really wet inside. So I should have showed you guys that, but yeah, it died. And so I'm really afraid of overwatering any plant really, but especially this plant. So it's really pretty. It has like the spikes on it. It needs a lot of light, so it's right in my front window. All of my light, my prime space for plants is pretty much taken care of. It's pretty much gone, so I don't have much left. But this is one of the ones that are in the window. This one, can you see that? Ficus robusta, and it is a rubber tree plant. So, and I have a couple of rubber tree plants already. I have 4. I have one in my job, and then I have 3 here. So, but I love this one because of the red veining in it. And oh, what is the name? The common name? Oh my gosh, I forgot. I can't believe I forgot the common name. I'm sorry, it'll come to me. But it has like the red veining in it, and it's so pretty against the dark green. It's like a really deep green, and I just thought it's so pretty. So my other one, it was probably half this size, and it's already as tall as this one. The leaves aren't as wide. What I heard is that the further away from light that you put the rubber tree plant, the bigger the leaves are because they're trying to grab more light, so the leaves get bigger to get more light, which I don't want to do because they like a lot of light. So it's right by the window as well. I want them to be happy here. So even though I would love for it to have a lot bigger leaves, it's right by the light. So, but also some of them, if you don't give them enough light, they lose their color. So I think it needs to be repotted. I did not repot this one. I didn't repot it. So I may have to take it out of the pot, repot it, and see if it'll get even bigger, which would be awesome. But yeah, so that's it for that. I'll probably do that this afternoon. I have other rest. Oh, let me show you this one. I've actually only seen, I can't find that much information about this plant online, and I actually only saw 1 or 2 videos about it on YouTube when I was researching it. But it's an emerald gem, or it's also called, it's a philodendron. So let's start there. It's a philodendron, and I wrote it down so I don't forget. But it's the technical name for it is homalomina. Homalomina. So it's really pretty. I got this from Home Depot too. I saw it, and I'm always on the lookout for plants that I've never seen or do not have. And I never had one of these. And I love philodendrons because they're easy. I love large philodendrons, I'll say that, because they are pretty easy to care for. However, this one, from what I was reading, the watering process is really what you have to get a hold of, because you have to let the top 50% of the soil dry out, and before you water it. They're really easily overwatered, and they're really easily underwatered. So when they're under or overwatered, these bottom leaves start to turn yellow. So here's one right here. They're starting to turn yellow. This one's this one's turning yellow too. I've been really trying to not over and keep an eye on it. I have do I have one in one of my plants? I use a water meter, this one, and it has like moisture, light, and pH. I usually just use the moisture stick, and it also has a little space like the flowers, but they never open. They just sit like that, and then they get yellow when they fall off. I've had it for about a week, maybe. I did open one when it fell off, and the flower wasn't that cute, so I'm not mad that they don't open, but you know, it's fine. It's pretty moist because I did I change this? I changed this dirt out, and the white in there is, I put diatomaceous earth in all of my plants when I first get them, just because I don't like bugs and gnats and things like that shouldn't be in the plant. So I do that just to take care of it. It's pretty moist though, so I'm gonna leave it alone and just keep it where it is. I have it doesn't like cold, so it may be, I have it directly in the window. It's really cold here, so maybe I need to move it. It does like medium light, but does better in bright indirect light. So maybe I'll move it and see if maybe in a warmer spot it'll do better. But this is the Emerald Gem. I should probably stand up so you can see it. It's really pretty. I thought it was really different, so I got it. We'll see how it does. So I'll go to my low light plants, because I really needed, I didn't need, but I really wanted some plants to kind of fill up space on the other side. My house is it's kind of small. It's really small. And all the windows are pretty much on one side in the living room, and I wanted some plants on the opposite side of the living room. So I have a snake plant, and a couple cast iron plants, and a peace lily, which is not doing the greatest, so I may move her next to the window, a little bit more light. But I needed some plants that are considered more low light plants. It's still light, it's enough light to read in, but I needed some to put over there. They didn't have to be directly in the window, so I got some different bacchias, because I love them, they're so pretty. So I got 2 different bacchias. This is one I've had for a while actually. It's been a while since I did a video, and I can't remember if I put this in my last video or not, but I decided to show you guys anyway. It's had a lot of new growth. The leaves are kind of small. I had it actually in my room initially, and it didn't get that much light, so I moved it into the living room, and it's getting a little bit more light. This is, I don't know what it was. It's another leaf. And this is a new leaf coming up, and it's curled down like that. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. So this, it's just really pretty to me. Like the markings on it, the coloration. So this was $13, and I'm fairly sure I got it from like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. And this different bacchia I just got this past week, and it already has a yellow leaf. That makes me sad, but it's in my living room. It's probably it's pretty far from the light, so it's a little ways. So maybe about 10 feet from light, and that's what it looks like. Oh, it has a, yeah, it has a baby coming out right there. Yay. So it's really pretty. Okay. Oh, and another low light plant that I got was aglaonema. I have another aglaonema and she's doing pretty good, and I got this one because the leaves were so broad, and again I love the pink veining, just like the rubber tree plant with the red veining. I love it. I think it's beautiful. So I love aglaonemas because they're so pretty anyway. So I got this one, and again that's diatomaceous earth. I just sprinkle it on there while it's dry, and sometimes before I change out the dirt, just to kind of, anything that's crawling on top is going to get it, so I just sprinkle it on there. But the leaves are so shiny, and I've been trying to wipe off my leaves and keep them pretty clean from dust and things like that and mites. So I don't think I did this one though. I think it came super shiny. I got it from Home Depot, and I paid $7.98 for it. And this one is, oh, you know what, I ordered a snake plant before. Oh, and I should bring it down here. Let me grab it. Because I ordered one before like this because I really wanted a snake plant, that one of these silvery ones. Can you see like the striping? And because I thought they were really, really pretty. And someone called them a blue jean color. I don't know. They don't look blue jean to me. But it's so tall. But you know what? I think I got a plant that had been overwatered, because if you can see, like, I tried to stake it because it's so floppy, and it just flops right over. Like, if I take these off, it will flop. They will all flop over. And I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be standing up. So I watched a video, and the guy was saying that sometimes his will flop over, and he'll just stake them, and eventually after enough, he waters them enough and lets them dry out, because you know with snake plants you want them to be dry. You want them to dry out in between waterings really well. They will eventually kind of get that structure again where they're able to stand up. So hopefully most of them will. I doubt that all of them will, because they'll all just flop over like this one if I took the string off. What I'm going to do though is, because I want to try to propagate it, and it's so big that I'm sure I can take a couple of these stalks and try to propagate it. So I'm going to try a couple different ways just to kind of experiment and see which is the best way. So like maybe in water, some in dirt, and just a couple different ways that I've been researching. So if you guys want to see that and the process, I don't know, it may be boring, and there are a lot of other videos on it. So if you want me to show it when I do it, then I will. Otherwise, it's a bunch of videos out there. So this is my new snake plant, and I love the color. So when I saw her, I had to get her. She was expensive. I got her from her nursery. She was $40, and hopefully she's gonna do okay. So we'll see, because I don't want $40 to just go down the drain, because that's like, let me know if that was too much to spend for the snake plant. I don't feel like it was, because it's really mature, and I repotted it into a larger pot. So we'll see. So I have to get up for this one. So the other day, yesterday actually, I was at Lowe's, and they had a bunch of dracaenas on sale for $5. So that's what I got. I got 2 of these, and I just potted them into, let me lower this so maybe you can see it better. And I just potted them into one big pot together. So I don't know if you can see that. I just think the coloration is really beautiful. It's the deep green, and then like the burgundy. I think I must really love that color. So, because it's similar to the rubber tree plant. So I got that one. They were $5 each. sorry, my phone cut off. But I was saying, basically, I'm almost finished. But I was saying that I got 2 Dracaenas for $5 each, and then I got 2 more. One of which is right here. So this is like a lighter green with like a little lighter pink. It's like pink. So I love these. And one I'm giving away to my cousin, so she wanted a plant for her house. Oh, that's my other Aglaonema. And this is not new. I've had her for a while. She's an umbrella tree plant, which actually I got in an estate sale for $10. And it's pretty tall. It's like up to my window. So it's probably about 3 feet tall by now. And when I got her, she was down here, probably. So she grew all these new leaves. But she's been dropping leaves lately. I think maybe she's not dry though. So I moved her a little closer to the window to get more light. So we'll see. But lastly, I got this big old palm. I love palm trees. They're in my top 5 as well. Just like with elephant ears. But just like with elephant ears, I cannot seem to keep them alive. And I know the Majesty palm is notorious for being difficult to keep alive. So I'm not expecting much from it, you know. I'm not, because even people that are on YouTube that were talking about Majesty palms, like one woman that I watch a lot, Planteria, watch her a lot, and she was saying that she can only keep them for like a year. So I'm not, you know what, if she can keep them for a year, I can keep it for like a month probably. So we'll see. I've had, I think, 3, and all 3 of them have passed. I've had 3 Parlor Palms, which are supposed to be the easy palms to deal with, and all 3 of those passed. So you know what, I know some people are against getting fake plants, but I think because I do want a palm, if I'm not gonna say when, but if this one passes pretty soon, I'm gonna get a fake one. So I got this yesterday, sorry, and it was $5. And what I wanted to show you guys is that it already has a yellow leaf. I'm gonna, let me cut that off now actually, because I know I don't like cutting, but cutting you off. They like a lot of light from what I read, but then some people say that they do okay in medium light. So right here, it'll get, it's southern exposure. So it'll get some, you know, it'll get some southern exposure. So we'll see. Because a lot of people said that their leaves burn easily, which is true, especially if it's up against the window. So I don't want it up against the window. But light, they need a lot of water. Right now it's in a lot of peat moss. I may put some vermiculite in there just to hold on to some water. And that's it. We'll see how she does. So you guys pray for her. And that's it for me. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I love to see your plants, and I love to hear about your journeys. And if you want to know about that snake plant and how it goes, just let me know and I'll record it. Thanks. Bye. Have a great day.